It's true.
I'm
I mean,
just-
1% of day traders make money.
Buy
That's the
low, sell
statistics,
high. Buy low.
Isn't it 1%
sell
of day traders
high.
make money?
Yeah, they say like 2% are only successful, and it's because of poor risk management. You have to be really disciplined on, like I said, not going all in on one support. Like I can bring it up one more time with the calculator to kind of give a better explanation of how to calculate your risk. So let's say you have a $10,000 trading account. You want to risk 2% per trade. So you have $200 at risk. Now we were saying if you buy the bottom of this wick and you buy the bottom of this wick, you're going to average out to here. Well, you're going to want your stop loss under your next major support, which is right here. That's about 10%. So you're going to take your risk amount, divide it by 0.1 for 10%, which will show you can put $2,000 on this play with your stop loss down 10%, which will risk $200, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how to calculate your risk. Do it each time. I mean, that's also, if you're a swing trader, day trader, but if you're just looking to like long-term hold where you're not going to be touching this Bitcoin at all
Like
for
this
the
guy
next
over here.
5,
That's what
10
all of you
years.
should be doing. Just putting a little bit of money in all the time. Oh, when I went to the restaurant, Macaroni Grill. I told you about that, and even the waitress there I overheard her saying, "Yeah, I'm putting all my tips in the Cash App so I can buy Bitcoin." So this is how commonplace it's being. I was like, "What?" So I had to bend her ear, like, "What do you?" She's like, "Yeah, I buy all my tips. I put all my money in Cash App and just buy Bitcoin and hold it, and I just keep it in there."
Yeah, see, so
That's one way to do it.
if you're looking
Just
for
simple.
long-term holds, like do what he does, buy the dips, and,
That's all
and
I do.
you don't really need
I get
to
lost when he's going. I'm actually learning the trade analysis with
Or-
Billy's. I'm learning as you guys are learning.
Or
because
just buy now and fucking wait 10 years because you're never going to find the bottom. You're never going to find the
Bitcoin
perfect
is
time
not
to buy
going
in.
anywhere. At some point,
10 years, you're going to make guaranteed 10
and
extra money. So just
Bitcoin
just
is
buy
going to
and
be
hold.
worth $500,000
But
or $1
even if you
million
are-
dollars a coin eventually. It might be 10 years, are you saying? But we are still at the beginning of this. How
Oh,
many?
yeah.
I mean, 0.5% of the people in the world use it. For some kind of analogy, in 1995, only 0.5% of the world used the internet. So you're basically investing in the internet at the beginning. I mean, that's the way I look at it.
I mean,
Yeah.
even if you are going with the
if you look at those terms, yeah.
even if you are going for the strategy like Brandon, the long-term holder, you're not planning on touching this for the next 5 years or so, I wouldn't be going all in on these wicks. You know what I'm saying? If you look back here, anything can happen. Look at this parabolic move right
It was
here.
insane.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
past couple of months have just been crazy.
So-
You don't want
Purdy.
to. You don't want to buy. You don't want to buy up in here and have it continue to go down, because then that's when you're going to get the weak hands.
Like
You're going to
Janet
get scared.
Yellen
You're going
does
to end
on
up
me.
selling for a loss. Buy little pieces. You know what I'm saying? If you have 10 grand you want to invest in,
Well, my argument to that is if you do buy right now, you shouldn't even be worried about the fall then. Like if you buy right now, you're worried about the long-term play anyway, because if we look at the people that FOMO bought in 2017 at 18 and 22,000 when the original spike happened, those people that FOMO bought there and then they didn't sell on time, they sat on pretty much nothing for 3 years. 3
Yeah.
years. 3 years they sat on that money for nothing, and now finally 3 years later they just doubled their money. It took them 3 years where they were in the loss, but 3 years later they still doubled their money. Like,
And then-
yeah, they could have made way more, but hopefully they bought more when it was down.
As it was going.
As it
yes.
was down there. But
Accumulate.
That's what I'm
Always
saying. If you only
accumulate
have
more. I
10,000
want more Satoshis.
if you
I
only
don't
have
care.
like, let's say for example 10,000 that you plan on investing over the course of the next 5 years, then maybe dollar cost averaging your way down is the better idea, instead of buying just it all right here and then
Oh, well, yeah,
and then
yeah.
you know
I
in
don't-
the next
I-
5 years you're not going to have any more money to invest.
Well,
Like,
I wouldn't
this
think
is-
anyone's just throwing all their money. I would assume like if you're a smart investor, you're throwing like 10% of your like weekly income or so into like Bitcoin, or like up to 10. I wouldn't say go more, depending on how much disposable income that you have and how much you can invest.
But I have had people ask me like, oh, I want to throw, everything I have on this one thing, and that's another
That's
thing
a gamble.
Too. Maybe
Yeah,
diversify.
I know we're in Vegas, but
Yeah, that's a gamble. That's not an investment.
What'd you tell him? Like, yeah, no.
No, I told him he should pick his favorite 3 and focus on those.
Yeah. Speaking of
split his cash up into 3, focus on those. Unless you're just a true Bitcoin maxi and you just totally believe that Bitcoin's gonna.
Did you say Marxist? What?
Maxi.
Oh,
I don't even know what a maxi is.
Bitcoin
maxi pad.
maxi?
That's your big fat maxi pad. And
It's just people that are
Moon
just
boys?
all about Bitcoin, nothing else.
I call them
Maximalists.
Moon Boys.
the moon boys.
But yeah, I mean, because
Moonshine
think about it,
boys.
for sure, put 1,000 there, put 1,000 there, you're in for $2,000. If it continues to fall, buy
The
another
whole
1,000.
point is you
know what
just
I'm saying?
need to get in to Bitcoin. It's the future of money, and you at some point you need to get in no matter what.
It is, and my opinion is you're never going to find the perfect top or bottom. So just get in.
Start learning.
Start slowly throwing in at least 10% of your weekly income into it if you plan on investing in it, and just start picking up little bits every week. Hopefully you get a good price and you can buy a little bit more.
Yeah,
but always be buying a little bit.
For a long-term holder, definitely pick a set amount you can afford to put down on Bitcoin and just buy Bitcoin at the same time every week. You know what I'm saying? Maybe every 2 weeks, whatever. Every 2 weeks, buy $500 worth of Bitcoin, no matter what the price is, because over time you're going to be dollar cost averaging in as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what I was saying. Just don't be going all in, even if you are a long-term holder. You want to be dollar cost averaging in. But if you're looking to get in and do a swing trade, maybe say, you want to buy in here and potentially sell some here, you're definitely going to want to be using a stop loss and stuff like that to manage
Which
your risk.
eventually will have a little snippet of Billy explaining all this terminology as we go per episode.
Yeah.
For those of us that don't understand it, like me.
And definitely do be investing. Y'all do be investing. Y'all got to be investing.
Yes,
like
you can't sit your money.
Don't leave your money in cash.
You
I mean,
gotta
you're
buy
you're
assets.
literally losing money by having your money sit there in cash. Like obviously at least 2% a year because of inflation, if not up to like 8% right now because of the amount of money that's being printed.
Cash is trash.
Bitcoin
is king.
Bitcoin or other investments, just anything that's earning you a return and that's going up with the markets right now. Because like if we look at from March till now, 90% of investments that you could have made, if not 90, like in the upper 70s, if not 80% of investments that you could have made in the markets are profitable right now if you got in March.
Yeah, and that's same thing with Bitcoin. I think something like 94% of all the Bitcoin addresses that exist are in profit. Think about that. 94% of everyone that's bought Bitcoin are in profit. There's literally, I think I read an article where there was only, up until, I'm not sure now, but there was only 10 days, and this was probably in 2017 when we went to 20,000, I think there were maybe between 6 and 10 days where you could have bought Bitcoin and actually lost money. So think about that.
I bought on those days, I'm pretty sure.
It was almost, it was harder for you to pick a day to buy Bitcoin where you would lose money. Like literally, anyone could just throw money into Bitcoin, and 95% of those people that just threw all their money into Bitcoin made a profit.
Yeah, I mean, and I could say too.
That's crazy.
Impressive.
Dude.
That's impressive.
The best strategy for a
crazy.
new crypto investor would be the long-term hodl, because if I look back at all the losses I've taken back in the day, I could have, if I would have just bought spot and held without trying the day trading game, and just held and just invested every couple weeks over time. And
I should have been more stern with you, because every time you guys were talking about it, like, hey, I found a spot. I'm going in, guys. I'm going in big. I'm just going to do a 20x, just a 20x.
Learn from these
I should have
mistakes,
said something. Yeah,
shoulda, woulda, coulda. There's a lot of shoulda, woulda, couldas on this end of the mic.
Well, because I didn't understand it. I figured Billy knows his trade analysis. So I'm just like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It takes a lot.
I'm not doing that.
With the day trading thing, like I said, it's going to take you to have the feeling like you got kicked in the fucking stomach over and over and over, and I don't advise that feeling to anyone because
No, you don't sleep. You fucking like your hair your hair starts falling out. Like I remember I had 4 TVs up, and they were always
Watching
going,
it all
always
night.
going, and it was like I would wake up from my sleep to like look at a TV and then go back to sleep, and then wake up and look at the screen and then go back to sleep.
Yeah.
With
Like,
leverage. Yeah, see, that's
you can't sleep comfortably.
Yeah.
like-
I mean, even
sleep.
without leverage day trading, I think you should be starting to maybe start paper trading. Just just focus on the long-term hodl bag, and while studying swing trading.
Fancy terms over
Listen,
here.
listening to us because we'll explain a bunch of this stuff as we
I mean,
go
take it from us.
along.
I mean, we've all.
You say hodl bagging?
Hodl
hodl bag.
Hodl Yeah, hodl bag.
Just a bag.
Hodl. Look up hodl if you don't know what it
Long-term
is.
hodl bag.
Yeah, I just like that term, hodl bagging.
Hodl bag.
It's like if someone you would see on Blade Runner with a hodl bag. He's got his USB and he's out there in the fucking dystopian wasteland and
Sounds
he's
like
carrying
Bitcoin tea bag.
$12 billion in a
You got
little
hodl bags, man. That's
USB. Your little USB bag. That's mind blowing,
Hodl.
bro.
You see the meme all the time, hodl, and it's true.
Yeah, look.
Fucking
If
buy
you're new,
and
look up
hold.
hodl.
Don't even work. Don't even look at the charts. Just set a set amount every couple of weeks you want to buy that you can afford to buy, and just buy it. Same time, same week. Set it, forget it. Look at it in 5 years. and
Same
you'll be very
back
happy.
channel.